closed and find out, be aware of the place, be aware of the place. Place means where are you sitting, aware of the surrounding. Sound, smell, objects of the senses. You are just aware. You are just aware. You are, and you are aware of objects of the senses in the world outside. What it means? First, you are aware of things and objects and people. Whatever comes to your mind. Then you are aware inside you who is aware of all. What is this? Just I'm making, you have to contemplate and reflect. That is choiceless awareness. And it can lead us to self-absorption. Oh, is that so? Yes. Position of the body. Same thing with the position and the posture of the body. What it means. How come you are talking about this? Choiceless awareness. So, when you say, I am aware of, when you say, I am aware of body, so we are aware of past, memory, of the feeling of the body, the posture and the position. And when we are also aware of who is aware of the body, what it is? Yes, it is understanding of choiceless awareness. It appears very simple, yet it demands extraordinary awareness, or you can say uh, subtle awareness, or we can say by regular practice, the mind leaves the physical and moves inside, looks at the subtler level, and then what do you mean by choice plus less? I'm just trying to make you understand. Choice plus less is choiceless awareness. You see, we added something and still we say the choiceless awareness. Say, for example, I am not Taris. I'm not Michael. I'm not Honey. Why we are saying not? Why we say not? To enter into choiceless awareness. But what does it mean? It does not make any sense. Yes, it makes a sense. At last, you say, who is saying all this is also not. Means, I am not the body mind complex. What is left? Choiceless awareness. Be very practical to understand and experience. That is the key. So, okay, I included myself that I am not. Then what else is left? That is what the real self is. After negating everything, including the observer within, something is left on which all mental perception are located, like millions of waves into the water. Even though wave is a water, but we have a different approach here. We don't go there, that the wave is also water. We say, yes, we have left all the waves and we stay calm, choiceless. We have left all the waves, no choice. Just move naturally, being comfortable and carefree. Again, you see that being comfortable. So, what we do in being comfortable, we are changing the direction of the mind. Do you see that we are changing the direction of the mind? Means what? Direction of the mind means what? There are millions of things outside, and we say none of them. And then we look at, say, for example, the neck joint. We feel and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and then we leave this also. Again, to enter into choiceless awareness. Same way you look at the shoulder joints, be there. You have to do with eyes open later and also with eyes closed. This we can see that you have not to follow any other approach. Stick to this approach. What is this approach I have been telling you? So, in being comfortable, there is a choiceless awareness also. How come? First is the mind has started changing the direction. Means what? None of the objecting event in the world, I negated it. I said no. Then I started looking at the shoulder joints. I experienced sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Then I say no to the shoulder joints and experiences. Then I become aware of who says all this. So awareness is neither destroyed nor dictated. So the space. Choiceless awareness. So, in a way, we are not doing anything. It should help us to go deeper. Deeper in the sense that subtler level of awareness. If it is not helping us to move into the subtler level of awareness, then it is the journey, it is the mind is the cause. And then we moved little deeper in understanding further. Being carefree is another point that we should, what I said, understanding. Understanding means proving. Proving means my experience. So through the metaphor we have already understood of waves and the water. Now we should understand and experience with reference to the contents of the mind. Oh, what it means? Be carefree. Thought come and go, feeling come and go. It is coming, not me. It is going, not me. So we are adding one, not me part. So the first experience, we see the changing nature of thoughts and feeling. Changing nature of thought and feeling. But at this level, the mind is still playing with us. Oh, and can we be aware of who is observing the thoughts and the feelings and the entire play of thoughts and feelings? I can convert into a metaphor, into a near metaphor. You are driving on a cruise speed. Other cars are also running side by side at the body level. You are one of them. Means all thoughts, including the thought that you are watching thoughts coming and going. But at the same time, we feel we are separate from the traffic, the cars. Also, just see if that is possible. It is wonderful state. By regular practice, we enter into a subtler awareness, and then during the days, we can live into that state also. We are understanding and experiencing, and also experiencing choiceless awareness. I said choice plus less, choiceless awareness. And I said millions, waves are in millions. We say no to everyone so called outside. Then we are also aware that I as body mind complex is one more wave left, and I say goodbye to that also. Then only we experience choiceless awareness. In between both of us, you hear me, you understand, but at the same time, your mind is clear. I am not. Not what it sounds like, what is the body and the mind, and then you also say to your body and the mind complex is you. No. So both are gone. They exist, but both are gone in a sense that you're not making any choice. And then there is something behind that. That behind is such choiceless awareness. I'm making it simple. When we go deeper, it is the half of what we are doing. Can we say it is a higher and a deeper practice? Answer is yes. And what I'm supposed to do? Nothing or something. What is that something? Anything pops up in the mind. No plus no to who says no. Obviously, it is the mind, intellect, and I thought who is saying no. It looks very simple. It looks extremely busy. It looks very easy, but it is very easy for a seeker. It is very difficult for a beginner, and it is impossible for an ignorant. What is that? Ignorant does not want to accept that there is something behind that choiceless awareness because he is totally engaged and attached to the things outside, including the body and the mind and intellect and the thoughts and the ego, etc., etc. So we are exploring that state, what is understood and known as choiceless awareness. In today's journey, there is a more of contemplation and reflection because the mind non-verbally says there are 10 people. So first you look at it, so there is a choice. You say no to this. Second person, no to this. Third, no to this. Consider the thoughts are like the people. You have covered all the 10 people. And then we also say no to who is saying no to the 10 people. You see, the mind goes inside. So we keep our awareness, also called the choiceless awareness. We go by all those steps. Let us look at the breath. The breath, or I can simply say the breath awareness. Breath awareness, yes. So I'm looking at the breath, yes. I'm looking at the breath, yes. I am also looking. You see, there are many aspects. I'm looking at the movement of the breath. I'm looking at the breath. I'm looking at the movement of the breath. And then what? I'm also aware of the sensation. Means the experience. Very good. What else? It is moving in and out of the body. We also experience the changes in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. That is at the subtler level. And then we are also aware of who is looking into all. And that is our reflected consciousness that has to do with the mind and I thought. Then everything is left. Every one or everything is left. Still, we find. That is what sometimes we say the witness consciousness. I'm not going there yet. I will go there. So we are not naming anything. We simply say, oh, there is definitely something beyond it. Beyond choiceless awareness. But after all, when there is only one, the choiceless awareness has no meaning at all. We understand it clearly. When there is only one, so it is not only we should have the choiceless awareness, but a realization of something in that choiceless awareness, or we can say beyond that. We are not doing anything. We are not into the game of belief and dogma and cult. We want to know if I negate means I'm aware, not this, not this, not this, not this, including the one is who is the doer in me is also not this. And then we want to, at that level, we are exploring who we are. We are not saying who we are, but it points to that. Now, the neighbor number one, the world outside. Millions of objects, and none of them. They continue to exist. Remember, that is sometimes people have a wrong notion. Oh, when I say I'm not the body, then body has to go. I'm not my neighbor. Where the neighbor has to go? Nowhere. Means when I say I'm not my neighbor, my mind is not turning to the neighbor again and again and again. And even if it turns there, I'm aware. Yes, when we are clear, that will make the clear. There are millions of objects in the world, people, events, and things. Not this, not this, not this, not this. Including that we forget, including who is saying or aware, who is saying and aware of millions, because that only is left is causing the problem or delusion. Neighbor is not coming to me to create or blame. It is me, and that me is body, mind, complex, acting as an individual. Or I am, or false I, or reflected consciousness. I can say all these together. We do not succeed in breaking the belief that the false I is not me. That takes a time. So at a subtler level, it takes little bit time. At a physical level, mind believes. You are? Okay. So I'm not you. How come the fifth neighbor? Fifth neighbor is the body. So I'm your honey, but I'm not honey. I am father, but I'm not son. But the son is not me. Okay. And that is why now we see directly. Am I the body? No. If I am not the body, then no one is the body. Yes, then who is saying inside me? And we enter into that state. And at the same time, the thoughts are there, not me. Because every thought contains an image, an object, or a people with an experience in the memory. Oh, so the mind is very clear, not me, not me. Because I have to enter into the choiceless awareness. So means I'm not making any choice. Not making any choice means no relation at all. Good, bad, high, low. People create unnecessary bad relationship because of the mind, because they do not realize the choiceless awareness and they think that they are evolving. But then what happens? Because you are making a choice not to the bad but to the good, the bad becomes the hell and the good becomes the heaven. As such, there is no hell and heaven in this. Why? Hell and heaven both are present in the mind. Because I always keep saving that false I. We have already done with the breath, but still we will repeat it. The breath awareness means what you are picking up the breath, not. You know here is the breath going in and out? No. Here is the breath is moving in the body and out of the body? No. Then you're aware of the rate and the rhythm of the breath? No. You're aware of the sensation of the breath? No. You're aware of the sensation of coolness and the warmth? No. Plus, who says no in including? You have included that. Because if you don't include, you have kept one. And as long as that one is also there, the choiceless awareness cannot be it. Oh, okay, know this. What happens then? There is a kind of self absorption. Now we move to the fifth neighbor. Am I aware that I have a thought? Yes, I'm aware. Am I aware of the I thought? Yes. Am I aware that whatever I think, speak, and act, react, blame, complain comes from the false side? This is nothing but the I thought? Yes. And then I drop the I thought also. What do you mean by dropping? I'm just aware that in the field of, just like an ocean, there are millions of waves. So one wave claims I am. I thought the rest of the waves are not I thought. You drop both. Right. They're talking the choiceless awareness. So, with the help of this practice, it is a very subtler level of discernment and dispassion. Then what happens? We land up to the sixth, so called, we have been understanding the sixth neighbor is of the nature of ignorance. Ignorance means incomplete knowledge about ourselves. Incomplete knowledge about ourselves. That I know there is something inside, but not very clear. Oh, not very clear. Oh, that is why we want to have a choiceless awareness for clarity. Now, if the choiceless awareness is like an ocean, calm, not disturbed, then one wave acts like a mind, and then the mind recognizes many, and the many becomes many again. That is the whole summary. But at the same time, like the rays of the sun is not the sun, the waves in an ocean is not. So we have to not only do the practice regularly, once in the morning and night, but during the day also, let us step back and enter into that state again and again and again and again.